I'm a teacher. I teach fourth grade. My kids are 6, 4, and 2. We're really active. And I live in Wisconsin, so I have to deal with all 4 of the seasons. Oh,
Yeah, a lot of seasons there too, right?
yeah, and it's like, am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on. I could see you.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I'm just gonna go. If Sorry, I can't see you anymore, so I'm just gonna talk.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
that
no
okay?
problem. I can see you.
Okay. Um, so we have to deal with all 4 seasons, but my favorite thing about doing this whole everything, doing the edit and then doing the shop and then doing, some of the tailoring, and then there was like a final meeting that we did, right? Where you
Mhm.
kind of helped me put outfits together.
Yep.
My favorite thing out of all of this is that now I don't have a lot of time. Like, I get up and I go to the gym I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. I go to the gym at 5. I'm there till like 6. I come home and I literally have like until 7:10 to get all
Yep.
3 of my kids and me out the door to school.
Mhm.
And so getting dressed takes like 30, or picking an outfit takes like 30 seconds because everything
Wow.
matches and it
Yeah.
all fits me. And yes, it's almost 2 years old, but it's all still totally in style, and it fits well and it looks nice and it's really well put together. So that's my
Amazing.
number one. That is such a like a relief for me is that I can walk into my closet and just like take a deep breath and know that everything's good.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God. That is such a good feeling because then all that mental energy and time you can use on other things in your life, like your family
exactly.
and your job and all that stuff. So, if
Mhm.
you were to sum up in one word how you felt about your style before working with us, and then another word for after, what would those words be?
Okay, so before, probably confused and like misdirected.
Mm,
I know that's 2 words, but then afterwards, just completely confident, like
wow.
completely confident.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing, incredible. And
yeah,
then, what stood out during your time with me? Because you and I worked together back in the day. So,
yeah.
what is there like a moment or something that stood out during your services with Next Level Wardrobe? And can you share one to two things?
Yeah, so one thing that I thought was so cool that what you did was you took time to get to know me, and you made sure that when we went shopping, you were making sure that not only did the clothes look right and fit right, but they also matched my lifestyle. You
Mm,
completely understood that I was a mom of 3 young kids and a teacher. I'm not going to have the same wardrobe as someone who either doesn't have kids or works in like finance or some sort of business. Like, that's just not my lifestyle. And so I
mhm.
loved that you took the time to get to know me, and you looked at what was in my closet and kind of gathered a little bit of like my likes and my taste, and then you were able to apply that and make it so that, a solid style, a really great style, was fitting my lifestyle too.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we take a lot of time on every single client's closet because if you have stuff that works, then let's use it. And if I remember correctly, did you have a few things in your before closet that you bought from Instagram ads?
Possibly,
I think there was a
possibly.
sweater or two, if I remember. So
Yeah,
what had you tried before Next Level Wardrobe?
I um, it's hard to think back because if you remember correctly,
Uh-huh.
we scheduled this like 2 years prior to us actually
Yeah.
doing the
Oh,
edit and then all
right.
that.
Yeah.
So, but I tried, Stitch Fix for a little while.
Uh-huh.
I tried just shopping on my own. I even tried going to Nordstrom and using their personal shoppers because I would get Nordstrom gift cards every once in a while, and so I would try to, like, use their personal shoppers, and that I don't know, they didn't know me very well, and
Mm,
then the Stitch Fix was just kind of, like, trendy and didn't
yeah.
match anything else in my closet, so
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and it just ends up with a lot of stuff in your closet, and, like, ultimately, it
Yes.
doesn't feel like you, and it just feels like clutter. Like, I remember
Right.
you were very ready to let a lot of things go in
Oh,
your
I was
closet.
so ready, and I was also, like, when we edited together, I was about 6 months postpartum. So I was just ready to get rid of stuff. Like my body had changed
Yep.
and but I'm very active and very athletic. And so I was back at the gym at that point and feeling good with where I was at
Yep.
and just ready to get rid of so much stuff. I have no problem
Yeah.
getting rid of stuff from my closet. That was like a fun thing for me to do and a relief. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. And
Yeah.
what did it mean to you as a mom, especially to be able to elevate your style and stuff? Because I ask because we work with a lot of women post pregnancy and they
Mhm.
feel really lost about what their
Yeah.
style is and what direction they want to go in. I mean, they spent
Mhm.
years and months devoting their life to their family. And now it's like, okay, now I get to do what I want to do. But what did it mean to you as a mom to be able to go through this experience?
That was really cool. Like you kinda hit the nail on the head there. You said, like, moms kind of devote so much of their time. I mean, it was cool to spend that much time and focused energy on myself, and
Mhm,
then just and have you there to
mhm,
guide me through everything and kind of walk me through the steps of, like, what you're choosing and why you're choosing it,
mhm.
and that was really helpful to just have that time to myself, like, to,
Yeah,
like, invest in myself. That was really meaningful, and it was cool too because you were very understanding of, okay, this is like work your work clothing and your date night clothing or you're going out with friends clothing, but it's and you I think you reaffirmed, you were like, it's okay to have some like lower price point and
yep.
like kind of junkier clothes to wear around the house with your kids. Cause I spend all
Mhm,
summer with my kids where it's hot and I'm like literally slopping on sunscreen and bug spray and running with them at
yeah.
playgrounds. So it's so you kind of validated that it's okay to have a separate set of clothes for
Yes.
those activities, but then like the clothes that I want to present myself as an educator or going out with my husband or whatever, then I can
Yeah.
wear
Yeah,
my
that's
clothes.
great. I love to hear that. And I was looking through, so Caitlin flew to New York City and we did the shopping in person. And I planned the day for her. And we went around Soho and stuff. And I was looking through all of the photos from that day earlier this week. And it was so fun to relive that. What was one thing that stood out to you shopping that way? Because that was the new way of shopping for you, working with the stylist. What do you remember about shopping in New York City?
That was so fun. It was
It was.
so much fun. Yeah, it was great. First of all, you were just like phenomenal, just like very welcoming and warm and fun. And that made it, and it was like all very at ease too,
Mm,
because you kind of looked through some things as we were going, but you had an idea in mind of exactly where we were going.
yep.
And you took me into stores that I had never heard of and like brands that I had never heard of. And it was just really cool to explore that and then have everything just kind of like put into a dressing room and then I just try it on and have you there to just say
Yeah.
like yes or no. Like that was so incredible because you never know. Like if you go shopping with your husband, you don't know if their opinions are
Yeah.
really, or whoever, like my mom, she doesn't really know.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
and you just to give me the thumbs up or thumbs down was really helpful. And it opened my eyes up to a couple of different brands that fit me really well, and I really like their styles. So then I could always kind of go back and say like, "Oh, well, I really enjoyed this brand for pants, so I'm gonna go back and look for pants when I need to update my trousers."
Mhm.
Or these t-shirts fit me really nicely. They're super soft. They wash up really nicely. I'm gonna go back and update my t-shirts from this store. So
Yeah,
that was really cool.
amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, you have the system in place, and it sounds like you've kept it up 2 years
Yeah.
later, right?
Mhm. Yes, yeah. No, I'm, like, very strategic. The only thing that I, like, every once in a while, I'm like, "Okay, I just need new t-shirts and tank tops for the summer because they're all sweaty and gross." So,
Mhm.
yeah, but then it's lower price point and it's, like, stuff that I know I'm gonna use for a couple of seasons and then like, couple of summers and then be done with them. But, yeah,
Yeah.
when it comes to my work outfits or my going out outfits, then it's really yeah, I have, like, a system in place. Your system.
Amazing. Yeah, no, I love to hear, especially years later. I think that's really powerful because people, especially first time working with a stylist, they're like, is this going to be short term or long term?
Mhm.
And this is really long term. I've had clients for even longer than 2 years and they've kept it up, and it's pretty incredible to see. So
Yeah.
Caitlin, what would you tell others who are considering working with Next Level Wardrobe?
I would say don't hesitate. I mean, it's good to invest in yourself. And this is something where when you invest in yourself in your style, it's how people view you. And you can really give off the right vibe or the right kind of like first impression if
Hmm.
you invest in your style like this. And I think it's also just it kind of doesn't end. Like it's a lifelong skill. And I feel like you learn so much through the editing, the shopping process, and the tailoring process, and then the final piece of putting outfits together at the end if you still do that. I've learned so much that I can apply it, and now I just know what to buy and where to buy from. And so I feel like you should definitely just go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Mhm.
you. Are your kids
Yeah.
using the NLW style system yet?
Um, for pants, yes,
Oh, okay,
yes,
great.
for pants and, like, shorts, yes, we don't I'm so tired of, like, multicolored leggings for my
Yeah.
daughter, but and actually, we are switching their schools, and I'm switching to a different school with them where there's more of that, like, there's less of a uniform, and now it's a dress code, and so they really do have to follow they kinda do have to follow the NLW system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be kinda cool.
Oh, well, you're an
Yeah,
expert at it by now, so I'm sure you'll
yeah,
be able to implement it
yeah.
easily.